Hi guys, welcome back to JBN, the place where we keep you informed. So viewers and subscribers, I have a rather interesting development involving the infamous ACP Gary Welsh. The police high command has slammed the brakes on the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Bishop Dr. Gary Welsh, as his tenure as head of the traffic police after 2 months has ended. Now you all remember ACP Welsh from the bizarre media conference that he called last week, where he pardoned Dennis Dietrich, who confessed to pulling off the daring stunt at the busy corporate area intersection. Now, after Welsh ordered Dietrich to apologize, a new recording surfaced, and now it is still being asked, who is the real? And so Mr. Commissioner was not happy, and so he went ahead and summoned ACP Welsh to a meeting. Because what Welsh did was that Welsh went ahead and called the conference without consulting with the head of the JCF or the CCU. I wish I was a fly on the wall in that meeting. You think then they cost anybody was in there? So the commissioner wasn't happy. However, ACP Welsh defended his decision, saying that he was on a drive to educate motorists on the rules of the road before squeezing them for traffic violations. You can imagine, when we are doing our driving test, don't we have to do the rules of the road? He also revealed that he had pardoned 140 motorists within a 3-day period. He says, I believe that I should educate people first before I hold them accountable. It took God 6 days to build the earth. Don't expect me to do it in one. Now, ACP Welsh has been a bishop in the New Testament Church of God since 2004. Kudos to you, Bishop Welsh, for using biblical teachings to educate us. But I'm sure the Bible talks about sparing the rod and spoiling the child. Now, this pardon had gotten the ire of Jamaicans everywhere who are looking at a blatant case of classism. The pardon also got the attention of Prime Minister Holness and his cabinet. And Holness said yesterday that he had to remind Welsh and the Commissioner about its policies of equal and consistent law enforcement. Now, after this whole whoopla and negative publicity for the JCF, we all thought that ACP Welsh would acknowledge that he heard. But no, he had a foot in the mouth moment while speaking at the first International Symposium on Traffic Investigation and Black Box Analysis at the Caribbean Maritime University on Monday, where Welsh indicated that come this weekend a number of changes will be made to the traffic ticketing system. So he said, as of September 1, we're going to set up customer service centers for people who run afoul of the Road Traffic Act. He said, because the roads are so narrow and the corridors are so narrow, you'll not be pulled over and ticketed. Instead, you'll be sent to customer service centers. And he said that these customer service centers will be set up just like when you go to the embassy, where you go there, you get a number, and you sit and you wait. So as he said, if you get number 55, you have to sit until your number is called because you're starting from 1. So the most thing that can happen for you is if somebody further up would exchange their numbers with you. That is the only way that you're going to be served, because he says, we are here to serve you. Now, I don't know what is wrong with this man. So if I should be stopped on the road for a ticket and say I am living in St. Anne but I was stopped in Montego Bay, I will now have to go to the customer service center in Montego Bay to have my ticket dealt with because I will not be given a ticket on the road. No, you see, waste of time and foolishness. I mean, we all know that, yes, we not to break the road code, we not to break the law. But how much time sometimes we now look a hurry and we speed, or, things happen, we might be driving without our seatbelts, even though it is dangerous. We are humans and we all make mistakes. So that is what he says was going to happen. We'll not be getting tickets on these little narrow roads, but we'll be sent to customer service centers where we will be served. He also said that because the number of tickets are mounting, people are going to be getting summonses. And this removes the option of just paying a fine. He says someone is arrested on a bench warrant, he'll be taken to court when it is convenient. Now he said, listen, Fridays are going to be convenient days. So you're taken into custody on a Friday afternoon, you can't get bail. And you'll maybe go to traffic court on a Tuesday. So for all of those days, you'll be sitting in a prison with maybe murderers, rapists, those kind of people because of a traffic ticket. Sometimes people have ticket, they might not have no money to pay. Sometimes they honestly don't remember to pay it. So that is what he's trying to implement. However, the Police Corporate Communications Unit in a press release yesterday denied that such changes has been approved. And so one more time, Bishop Welsh decided to take up certain things from him head. The man have superiors. Why not consult them before he open him mouth and say things? But of course, I think it came out of embarrassment and the fact that everybody was, ganging up on him because of the pardon that he made to Dietrich. So the High Commission came out, the High Command came out to say that we want to assure the public that there have been no changes to its policy regarding the processing of individuals being ticketed for breaches of the Road Traffic Act. We will intervene where necessary to keep traffic flowing and enforce the laws, keeping in mind the necessity for traffic management essentially at peak times. That was what the High Command came out and said yesterday. So ACP Bishop Welsh has now been placed in no man's land. He has been placed in the office of the commissioner so the commissioner can keep his eyes on him. And so the same thing that happened to Warboat Warmington, where the Prime Minister placed him in his office to keep his eyes on him, is the same thing that is now happening to Bishop Welsh, where the commissioner has now placed him in his office to keep an eye on him. Because if you really think about it, when last you really hear anything from Warmington? So I think it's the same thing going to happen to ACP Welsh. He'll be placed with a muzzle. Anyway, he is going to be replaced by ACP Dr. Kevin Blake. I don't really remember hearing much about this man. But Blake, they said, was instrumental in designing the branch of, that is the traffic enforcement, and has served at different periods as head of the police's Area 3 and 4 regions, as well as the planning, research and development branch. So hopefully when justice is to be served on the roads, regardless of your color of your skin, regardless of who you are, it will be done under the watch of Dr. Kevin Blake. JBN, we keep you informed. Remember to talk back to me. Tell me what you really think about this move. And remember to like, subscribe and share. We really appreciate when you share my videos them. It really helps the channel. Blessings.